Hey guys, Morgan here. Been a long time since I've done a video. Many of you guys out there in Instagram land that now follow me probably didn't know I had a YouTube channel. I had a YouTube channel for many years. I stopped about a year ago. Got a little frustrated with YouTube, needed to take a break. Me and my wife moved out of an apartment into a home, so I had to, start doing, yard work and maintaining a home, and we had some other stuff going on. Stuff I don't want to get into, but decided to make a video today because I got an order in from Kino, Lorber. They did a Halloween sale where they did, I think, 75 or 50% off. So it's between 50 and 75% off. So we're going to get to that in a minute, but I just want to talk about a few things. I am going to rebrand my channel, and I'm going to start my channel back up. I've decided that I'm going to change the name. Many of you don't know that I did have a channel, but the channel was called Fat Man in the Beard. I had a huge beard. I used to have a huge beard, but obviously I started a new job about 4 years back. I worked at the Department of Energy. I'm a security guard. A lot of my old-time YouTube followers know that, yes, Stranger Things. I worked there at a very high level of government where weird things happen. But anyway, yes, so I'm going to rebrand the channel, get lighting, sound. Obviously, you can tell the sound is very bad. I'm going to make it better. So I'm going to try to do a little better effort there. That's coming. I don't know. Like I said, work full time. My wife works full time and is getting a master's degree. So there's not a lot of time to do all these things all the time. So I have to invest in some lighting, get a mic, figure out how to do that, finally figure out how to do video editing, which I don't know how to do very well. And then I'm going to just take the focus off of, instead of just doing like randomness of like, because we go to Comic-Con, we're huge nerds, obviously you can see everything behind us. I have a massive collection of comics and toys and all this stuff, but we sold off a lot of the toys, and my main focus really just is movies. That's what I'm passionate about. That's what the channel will be about, is just focusing on movies and talking about movies, because I feel like a lot of YouTubers out there, physical media collectors and things like that, there are some good ones. Heath over at Serial Midnight, Films at Home. There are a few guys that discuss movies well, but there are other people who just, it's haul after haul, or going to Dollar Tree or going out and hunting, and it's just like, I don't want to see the same trash over and over again. It's like, because that's what pops up at flea markets. And get it, I flipped constantly. I'm a flipper, like, trust me. eBay, I was on eBay day one. I get the art of the hustle, but I don't want to see that. I want to discuss films, and I want to discuss movies, and that's what I'm passionate about. So that's what I'm going to be changing up, is making a channel that just talks about movies and what I'm passionate about. My biggest issue, I think, is going to be, I know now the movement on YouTube is to keep it very, G, if not, or PG, if not G. And I don't have that filter. That's not really in me. I don't like being told what to do. I don't like rules. Yeah, it's not really something I'm very, used to. So we'll see how that works out. I'm going to try not to curse or do any of those kinds of things so that I can keep my videos up. But we'll see how that goes, because I don't know really how that works now with YouTube. But we'll see how that goes. But anyway, let's get into this Kino Lorber haul. Can't talk. The only thing I will say about Kino Lorber is, when ordering from them, the box was just like destroyed, and there is no packaging material. And that does not set well with me at all. These could have just been trashed, really. I did cut it. I mean, there's no reason not to cut it open and check them out, because I knew what was in here. So I ordered, I believe, let's get these out. I ordered 5 titles. I ordered 5 titles because when I started adding it up, there was $10 shipping, and it was like one title was $10. So I just met their free shipping quota, which was like $50. I could have went crazy with it, but I was like, no. And how I based on what I bought from this sale was, I first went through and just looked at, prices. What was the cheapest priced Blu-ray for the money? And then the next thing I did was went through and I just saw what did I absolutely want right off the bat. And one of the so there was like 2 titles right off the bat. I was like, boom, those are in the cart right away. And then I went through and I was like, okay, what interests me just based on the cover art? And then if it interested me, I went to YouTube and I just checked out the trailer. And so there was a couple of titles in here that definitely, like, just by watching the trailer, one and I'll get to, and I was like, I think like 32 seconds into the trailer, I was like, boom, I gotta have this movie right here. So let's just get into it. And I will give it a price points because I think a lot of YouTubers or physical media people do not give you price points, which I think is important when dealing with this stuff. So the first one I picked up is I'd heard about this. I'd seen the trailer a long time ago, and I knew I was like, and just by the cover art, I mean, I bought a vampire motorcycle. Look at that. Look at that cover art. My God. It's just so awesome. This has Anthony Daniels. You can see him right there. Anthony Daniels is in this. I don't know a ton about the plot, which I think is great because I'm kind of just going into it blindly. But this one was the cheapest, really. This was $6.99. $6.99. And on Amazon, this is currently going for $19.95. This was, I believe, don't quote me, but I believe if you go back and look, that was the best deal on Kino Lorber. That was the cheapest priced Blu-ray on there. This next one was the one that about 32 seconds into the trailer, I had to have it. I was like, oh my gosh. And for me, like, as soon as streaming came out, like, I binged 80s horror and everything 80s because I grew up in the 80s. I'm 42, and I just gravitated to everything 80s and sucked it up. But this I had never seen. Let's see if I can get the glare off that. Nightmare Beach. John Saxon's in it, and I was like, oh yeah, gotta have this. The trailer looked awesome. Looks like a total beach 80s TNA movie, but then just a total weird, just the weirdness of the 80s. Like, he's a serial killer or a killer, I don't know, on a motorcycle. He electrocutes you. I don't know. It looked weird as hell. So I was like, boom, done. And this one was the most expensive, but I believe it just got released. You could go back and look at Kino Lorber's website, but it was $14.99. But I believe it had just literally been released in like the last couple of weeks or something like that. This is another one I had never heard of. I don't know why. This National Lampoon's Class Reunion. It's supposed to be a comedy horror. I watched a little bit of the trailer. I didn't get much of the trailer, and I just kind of was like, you know what? I'm going to pick this up. I believe it's like a early 80s, 1982. This one wasn't too expensive either. It was $10.99. It was a little bit pricier title, but it looked fun. It looked like a very early 80s cut. So I was like, yeah, I got to have that one. This one was one of mine. Just I believe like Code Blue or somebody like that. Another one of the smaller boutique labels had the rights to this for a while, and that's House on Sorority Row. Just an early 80s slasher flick. And it was going for an insane amount of money, like $100 when it was out of print. Cause you know, Code Blue like releases like 3,500 copies and that was it, you know. But this one was $9.99, and so I picked that one up. I think I'd seen this years ago, but it was like for the money, it was like this is a no-brainer. So yeah, we picked that one up, and this one was the weirdest buy, based purely on its reputation. This is the Virgin Witch. This is on their Redemption label. Kino Lorber has a label. Well, it's connected with them. It's called Redemption. They do a lot of foreign horror. This is a UK release. Let's see if I can't get that in there. I remember hearing about this years ago, some controversy when it was released. I'm trying to find a date. 72. This was probably pretty risque for the day. Um, I did watch the trailer. The trailer looked beautiful, and it was a Kino Lorber released redemption released trailer with an HD upgrade and all that, and it looked beautiful. The cast looked great. The acting looked good, and I was like, well, it had. I had heard people talking about this years ago as that it was really controversial when it first got released in the U.S. And I think this was not that expensive either. No, it wasn't. It was $8.99. I think that was the other reason that I picked it up was the price point on that. But yeah, Kino Lorber. I think the sale's going on till the 28th. So I think you might have. I don't know what the date today is. 26. You might have two days to still order from Kino Lorber, and I think like a bunch of other people were doing sales too. So. Screen Factory and some other people. Amazon's been running deals all month. You just have to really monitor Amazon as it comes. But yeah, guys, so plan for my channel to be up and running in the near future, hopefully. We'll see. So that's it, guys. Happy Halloween. And oh, and by the way, go check out Butchovision. This is my Wrong Way from Trick or Treat t-shirt. Same with the hat, butchovision.com. Lots of cool stuff, lots of horror and pop culture mashup stuff. So go check him out. But that's it, guys. We'll see you later.